Hello travelers, my name is Rachel Ann, I'm ever adventurous, and today we're talking about the Everguard. The Everguard is a group that came about as a way for fans of Evermore to meet in between seasons. This started out small with things such as potlucks and game nights, and then in 2020 they also evolved into an online platform, having a way to RP together online through Discord. With Evermore Parks changing away from a LARP style experience, the Everguard still wanted to be able to create a space for those who love LARP and RP and fantasy to be able to meet together and enjoy those experiences together. And hence, they've started making their own LARP-style events. Just to be clear, the Everguard is in no way associated with Evermore Park. Today, I'm highlighting some of what happened at their first event. Players were introduced to the world of Terra and the country of Mynheras, where the Vaya, or the Queen, rules from her seat of power in the city of Farstone. The country is mostly populated by humans who can use magic through the use of ley, a powerful but dangerous resource. The Vaya determines who is allowed to use the ley, and hence who is allowed to use magic. There are other races on this world, such as Imston, elves, and sirens. Many fear these other races because they are able to use magic inherently as it's part of their very nature. The current Vaya seeks to lead her people into a new future where magic is trusted and seen as a tool for the betterment of all. Those who attended the event were called travelers, and they were able to speak to the different guilds. Some of these guilds were the Stone Seekers, who sail on airships to traverse the glow, which is what they call the noxious clouds of gaseous ley. They search for crystallized ley deposits in these clouds that powers all magic on Terra. In doing this, they risk their sight and ultimately their lives to ley poison or to the hands of other cutthroats. The bards bring joy throughout Mynheras, entertaining the masses and even earning the favor of the Vaya. However, beneath the smiles and accolades, there is a deep mistrust that runs through the crowds. After all, how can one voice, one dance, or act enthrall an entire village unless there is magic behind it? The Knights of the Court are born with an affinity for magic. They are trained at an early age to protect Mynheras from threats. Augmented by their aegis, ley gems inlaid into their armor, it is believed that a Knight of the Court could withstand a blow even from a god. The Order of the Vaya is a college of magic in Terra. All magic is owned by the Vaya, so humans with an affinity for magic are gathered in various schools throughout the country. They assist the Vaya and act as the Vaya's voice across the realm. Some are dedicated to research, many are healers and teachers, while others are in the military as support troops. The Rangers of the Court play an active role in exploring areas outside of the known towns and participate not only in espionage, but also in neutralizing any threats to Mynheras. The Shadow Forged are hunters who shun magic. They are able to take down a ley mad mage without the aid of disciplines or the use of magic, using only their guile and strength.
You're either gonna go crazy, or you're gonna die of labor. And in either case, you're going to be serving the Queen the whole time. If you want to actually think for yourself, you join us.
As for the Dragon Masters, if you're lucky enough to find one, you can ask them more. In this first episode, the players, called Travelers, were able to meet the different guilds and help them find members who had gone missing. These members had wandered off as they were having memory issues that we don't completely know the reason for yet. Next, the Vaya invited everyone to join in a game to gain the favor of the crown. Everyone was able to have a meal together while listening to music. In the end, everyone was able to help the Knights of the Court face off against a monster which had been plaguing the city. This was one of my favorite parts, as everyone got to attack a giant monster piñata. experience for friends to meet together again and be able to immerse themselves in some fantasy LARP play. If you'd like to get involved, you can follow the Everguard on Instagram and Facebook to find out what events are coming up next. They are planning on having some larger scale events such as this one, as well as smaller scale events. They're currently planning on having a Meet the Guild event on March 6th and a story event on April 10th. Much like the Everguard, you may have noticed that I too am changing my creative focus. I have changed my brand name from Evermore Adventuress to simply Ever Adventuress. Instead of focusing on just one place, I'm going to start featuring a lot of different experiences. I'm excited to start talking about more immersive entertainment options, different LARPs and Ren fairs, and historical reenactment opportunities, and cosplay opportunities, as well as making different cosplays and props, or at least valiant attempts at doing so. I'll be hosting giveaways throughout the year, so make sure to follow me here on YouTube, hit that notification bell, Instagram and Facebook, so that you make sure that you can see all of the giveaways and all of the experiences and all the fun stuff that we'll have going on. I'm really excited about some collaborations and some fun opportunities I have coming up, so I hope you'll join me and find out about some of those. If there is an immersive or interactive or fantasy experience or product or company that you would like me to feature, that you want to hear more about or have me review, let me know in the comments and I will look into those. For those who have joined me on this fantastical journey so far, thank you for being with me. It's really fun. I'm really excited for what we have coming up. Until then, stay creative, be adventurous, and I'll see you next time.